So you guys want to know about boob jobs, Botox, fillers, and everything in between? Okay, I'm going to be 100% authentically honest with you guys today. And what I really want to get out of this video is how you can leave this feeling amazing about yourself and how you can step in and live 100% authentically as yourself. So welcome everybody. I'm so excited to be doing another one of our lifestyle videos. I'm actually in my new place. I love it. It's so crazy. I went from this huge house up in the hills to something that is very different, but I'm just in the mix, I can walk through everything, and I haven't had that for such a long time. So I will be doing a house tour. It's kind of more of an apartment tour coming up soon. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss what is happening this year and going into 2022. There's some really big things happening. I'm talking about the BTES community private jets. I'm talking about summiting Mount Everest. I'm talking about, oh my goodness, there's fit camps and world tours and working with 4Paws all around the world. There's so many things and it's all for you to be part of. This isn't just oh, let's watch Rebecca do all this stuff. No, I want you here literally physically coming along with me on the journey. So I do have a funny little side note about this new place, so I am going to do a house tour. But if you guys have been joining me on the WhatsApp Rebecca Louise lives that I've been doing on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, I go live twice a month and I just give you a basic update of what's going on, how my life is at, and some really valuable tips on how you can break through some barriers that are happening in your life and crush your goals, getting rid of those limiting beliefs and really just showing up fully 100% authentically as you. So funny little side note story, I'm in this new place and I did not realize that when I was moving in here, I would be 1 block away from my ex-boyfriend Corey's fire station. Yes, so I'm not kidding you. Every hour or two, you hear the fire engines go past, and if I look out my window, I can pretty much see at one angle the fire engines, right? So it's kind of funny, but I've really shared this in the last 2 videos. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. One is about, I didn't actually realize that I'm actually still married to somebody that I got married to 8 years ago. Yep, a full story. I'm going to put the link right here. And also just about the breakup from Corey and I. I know that some of you guys were invested in our relationship and invested in the journey, so I wanted to be open, honest, and transparent. And the 2 of us left on amazing terms. He even knows the new person that I am dating, and so I'll do a video about that as well if you want to know more information. But he gave me his blessing and said, you know what, that totally makes sense. And Corey and I were just meant to be really great friends. So thank you so much for the support on that. It's kind of a crazy, wild journey, and I probably need to do a video that really link all of the series of events together. Which, if you want it, just comment below and I will make it for you, because you can't even make some of this stuff up. It's crazy. So yeah, I get to hear the fire engines go every couple of hours, because I'm literally, you could probably take you 20 seconds to get to his fire station from here. Anyway, let's get on to today's video. It's so interesting. I really don't get many negative comments. I would say that maybe 2% of all of my comments and all of the engagement, that you guys are so incredible, 2% can be negative. And I want you guys to really know that there are always going to be people in your life that you're just not their cup of tea, right? They're just not on the same wavelengths of you. They're just not on flow with you. They just don't like what you do, and that's okay. We are not here to please everybody. We are here to live 100% authentically as ourselves. And it's funny, I have this one person on Instagram. I ended up just blocking them in the end, because I was kind of having a little bit of fun with them and just winding them up. And that's how I like to do it. I never really engage and I fight back. I'll either humor you if you're being nasty to me and just ask you ridiculous questions, or I'll just hit block and delete. And I think that's really the best way to do it, because we don't want to spend our time and energy doing it. But someone would say, oh my goodness, you're ruining your face. Oh my goodness, why have you had your lips done? Or what are you doing? Why are you changing your body up so much? And we get to do what we want with our body. At the end of the day, it's our body. We were born. We get the choice of what that we want to do. I don't care if you put horns in your head. I don't care if you paint yourself purple. I don't care if you shave your head. I do not care. As long as you are a great human being and you haven't killed anybody, right? And you're not doing anything that you shouldn't be doing, I do not care. I love you for you. And when people are being how can I say, trolls online, or they're being nasty, or they're leaving negative comments, it is 100% down to the fact that inside they don't feel good about themselves. Because if you are not content, if you don't love yourself, you don't want to be nice to other people. You want to be nasty to someone because you feel it's going to bring them down. So if you've got somebody in your family right now, or a friend, and they're saying things negative to you, number one, don't stoop to their level. Count to 10, walk away, and maybe decide that that's not the right friend for you. Maybe you decide, hey, I don't want this person in my life. You get to decide that. Even if it's a family member or a friend that you've known for a long time, I'm giving you permission right now to say, hey, I love you, but right now we're just not meant to be around each other. And I wish you all of the best, but here we go, right? That's just it. And so I'll talk to you a little bit about what I actually have had done, what I haven't had done. But what's really important is that this is all about being 100% authentically yourself and showing up every day how you want to. So if you want to dye your hair, no problem. If you want to paint your nails, no problem. If you want to get lip injections, no problem, right? It's all about like, how do you feel in your body? Now, if you're doing things because you're not in love with yourself internally and you're trying to make yourself love yourself from the outside, that's maybe where we get to have the conversation and say, you know what? Why are we doing all these things? Like, why are we changing this and changing that? Is it because we are just want a little change on the outside? Or is it because we're trying to change ourselves to love ourselves more on the inside? I can tell you, I am very happy. I absolutely love my life. I am so blessed. And the things that I have done to my body or for my body, it's not because I am like so unhappy or I'm miserable inside and I think it's gonna change everything. No, I've done it because I'm like, ooh, this just makes me feel a little bit more confident, or I just tweak this, or I just would like this to look like that. That's no problem, right? And if you have a problem with it, you can, bye, see you, see the door, see you later. All right? So I want you guys to have that with yourself too. Like, show up 100% authentically as yourself. If you want to go and get something done and that it's important to you, then do it. Really think about it though. Is that something that I want? And so let's fast forward, let's rewind back. So the first thing that I had was my teeth done. I actually have 6 veneers across the front and I have 1 right here. So I did not actually lose all of my baby teeth until I was, oh my goodness, even when I had my veneers done, they were pulling baby teeth out. So I didn't get braces. So in England, you can get braces free up until a certain age. Well, I missed that because my teeth were still in my mouth. And so I wasn't able to get them done via the NHS. And so when I was 20, I moved to London and I had these big fangs. I didn't like my teeth. I had a big, I had a gum, like when I smiled, I never used to put my teeth out. I used to never smile with my teeth because I hated my smile so much. So what actually happened is I had a gum operation. They took that part out and I had 6 veneers at the top and 1 down here. And honestly, I love them. I love my teeth. They feel great. I feel amazing. And that's the first thing that I had done. And it's interesting because when I first moved to London when I was 19, I always wanted to have my boobs done. I was like an A cup, but I didn't like the shape. I didn't like how they felt in a bra. I didn't like how they felt in a sports bra. I didn't like how they looked when I was like, it's so weird. Like, I didn't like it how they looked when I laid down. Like, I was really uncomfortable and I would always just kind of cover them up. Like, the shape of my boobs, like, I just didn't like them. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't like looking at myself naked. And I remember telling my boyfriend at the time, who's actually the guy who I'm still currently married to, I remember telling him, hey, I'm gonna get a small boob job. And he's like, no, period. Like, that was his response. And I remember being like, no, like this is something that I want. I think I was 22 or 23, and I went forward and I had the boob job, and honestly, it was like one of the best things that I've ever done. Actually, maybe I was 24. I have to look back at the exact dates, but yeah, I had done Exit, so I'd already started Exit, so I think there was probably some videos like afterwards, like, oh my goodness, now she's got some boobs, right? But it made me feel more confident and comfortable, and I love the shape, I love how they feel, I love how they look, And to me, that was just something that boosted my confidence of when I was naked. So I'm so glad that I had them done. I love them. I think they look great. They're in proportion to my body. But if you want to get big boobs, go get big boobs. If you want to get small boobs, get small boobs. I don't care. As long as you're nice to me, I don't care what size boobs you are, whether they're real or whether they're fake. And for me, this is just what makes me feel comfortable. So, what else have I had done to my face? So, as we get older, and the funny thing is that when I'm doing my Instagram stories, I'm always like looking at my face, right? I'm always like looking in the camera, I'm seeing my face, I've got like wrinkles everywhere, because I'm so expressive. So when my eyes go up, it would put me off. I would be like looking at myself in my selfie camera, in my Instagram stories, and I couldn't even like concentrate because I'd have all these like lines. And I know it's not a big deal, right? I know it's not everything, but for me, I was like, I just feel better. I feel more confident when I've had a little bit of Botox in the top here. It also lifts up my eyebrows because my brow bone here is actually very predominant. I've just found a new mascara that has changed my life. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial and hair tutorial coming up soon. I'll be sharing this mascara that's changed my freaking life because I have the curliest eyelashes. My brow bones stick out so far that I always get like a black line, like right here. No more. This mascara is an absolute game changer. So I was able to like sort that out, right? So I will do a makeup tutorial. But what it does is it actually helps raise up my eyebrows and I just feel better and I like it, right? It just makes me feel more confident. So I've had a little bit of Botox. I probably go like every 6 months for Botox. Also, the other thing is that, you know, yes, we can age gracefully and all of that, but if you choose to do a little bit of maintenance along the way, then, you know, you kind of like protect your face for a little bit better. Not protect your face. I know that some people can be like, you're not protecting yourself if you're putting this stuff in your body. I get it, but it's going to be less wrinkly when you get older. All right, so that's just how I feel. This just makes me feel confident and I like it. Yes, I have had lip fillers in. If I was actually looking back at a photo that I took in Hawaii, probably about 4 years ago, and I have these tiny little lips. And look, for some people, they might be like, that looks better. But for me, I like how my lips look right now. And that makes me feel good. I like them and they're like more voluptuous. I've got a little bit of filler like on the top here. Every 6 months, I just go and get in a little bit injected. That hurts. The Botox doesn't really hurt that much, right? But the lip filler, OMG, that definitely hurts. So, you know, I'm not advising you, hey, go and get your lips done, go and get your, you know, Botox or whatever. I'm just sharing with you what I've had done so that you guys know absolutely everything. One other thing I had done, which I don't even think I can even notice it, was something that I had put in right here. It's like some sort of filler that's here. It kind of goes, it feels super weird. Like it feels like it's going onto your bone, but it basically brings out your jawline a little bit more too. So they are the things that I've had done. I am proud of that. I'm indifferent. I'm like, oh, I'm not proud that I've like had, I don't know if there's a proud thing. I don't even know what you'd call it, right? But I am just honest and open and 100% authentically myself. You can really feel that over these last couple of videos as I've been stepping into like, hey, this is how I feel. This is what's going on. I want to be open and honest with you. And I want you to know that you get to be you as well. Like you have your own uniqueness. Like if you want to get a tattoo, get a tattoo. I'm also getting a new tattoo as well. I can't wait to share this with you as well. Or if you want to have something done, just really think about it, right? Think about how much do you want it. Don't just do something on an impulse, on a whim. How long have you been thinking about having something done for? And then make that decision for yourself. And nobody else can make that decision for you. You get to make it yourself, right? Especially if you're over 18, you're an adult, you get to do that. But just really remember that those things are not gonna make you happy from the outside, right? It's not gonna make you happy by changing your nose, by changing your boobs, by changing your hair. That's not what's gonna make you happy. What's gonna make you happy is the inside job. And if you're like, hey, I really want to work on the inside part first of all, go and check out my Inner Transformation Program. We're doing it again in October 2021. We do it 3 times a year and we really dive into what areas of your life are you struggling with? How can we break through some of those limiting beliefs and help you set goals and actually attain them and crush them? And it's a very entry level, like personal development, or maybe you've done a little bit of personal development, you just want something a little bit more tangible. We give you a complete structure to do over 4 weeks. I'm telling you, it will completely change the way that you think about yourself, the way that you think about other things, the way that you react to things. So before you do anything, changing anything on the outside, come and do the Inner Transformation Program with me. I coach you through it. We do live Zoom calls and we interact and I do interventions and all of that stuff. So it's really important to to work on that inner part first of all, rather than on the outside. So to everybody sending me, messages like you're ugly, whatever, I think I'm looking great. I'm enjoying life right now. I'm super happy. And it always is. It starts with an inside job. So if you've got people in your life who are giving you, negativity, you can choose not to hang around that person. I can choose on my DMs to block and delete and block, delete and block, delete and block, right? And anyone wants to put on any comments on here, I'm going to delete and block you. I don't have time for that energy. I don't take that class, as Jim Rohn says, to figure out why people want to be negative. I just know that I'm going to keep on showing up, being 100% authentically myself. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to just lead with love, lead with authenticity, and keep on helping people change their life. So that was a quick little video from me. I'm super excited about all of the videos that we have coming for you. So if you've got anything else, makeup tutorials, hair, all the things, just pop it in the comments and we will start making some of those epic videos for you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And remember, be you, because everybody else, my friends, is taken. Mwah.